Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of SimAirport. We are going to do the original satellite. We're going to redo that now. So in between episodes I've quickly gone ahead and got rid of it completely, and I know that's probably a little bit more unrealistic. We should have just added to it or something like that, but I decided we've got plenty of cash and I might just do a proper one altogether. So the few things that we could do is I am quite tempted in running small ones on the side. So I want to kind of make this loop our taxiway loop. So if I go ahead and say, well guys, that's going to be the taxiway right over there as a starting point. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say objects, we're going to go with the small gates. We'll have to do something like this. So let's say if we say small gates like that, actually will work quite well. Okay, so we'll squeeze in some small gates like so, and then we're going to say we're going to do the wow, we've got extra large remote stands now. That is crazy. We're going to go with the large stands. I'm not going to do any XL stands over here. So what we could do, oh hang on, something like this. What we could do is do 1 2 3. Ooh, the fourth one is not going to work over there. What we could do is we could do 4 like that, and then we'll cancel this one over there. So then we've got like, yes, so that we're going to add an extra 1 to this mix, and our terminal can look slightly different over here. Okay, so that's kind of going to be what we're going to deal with. Okay, so let's quickly see about our foundation. So the foundation is going to go look like that, and probably up to there. Yeah, so that's how we're going to make use of that. We can't get too close to the taxiway, so that's basically it. So let's get the ball rolling, and we'll run that one ASAP. So this is going to be a slightly smaller terminal, satellite terminal over there. So we've got our XLs over there with some large ones, and when we've got our large ones over here with some small ones over there, and this is going to be the other terminal building. Pretty keen on getting that built quickly, so we should be able to get that built. Got a lot of workers working on this, so we should get that up and running fairly quickly. At the moment we've got all kinds of small planes and stuff stopping over here. Oh, the one thing that I did do in between episodes as well is I did connect the luggage, the baggage depot bay thing over here, and I've connected that up to these guys because I'm sure you've noticed that I didn't do that in the previous round. Okay, so these guys are all gonna be, no, you're all gonna be B gates, B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5, and then yeah, and this is just gonna be this. We'll just go B. We'll go with the B gates over here as well, B6, B7, B8, and B9. Perfect. It's interesting how these terminal buildings take so much longer to build. Okay, the other thing that I want to do is I want to get some baggage depots available in a close proximity. So we'll grab one over there, and what we'll do is we'll do one over there, and then we'll also get some hangars. So let's grab ourselves a few hangars. I'm not sure we're going to squeeze a big one in here, so we'll get some medium hangars in place. We'll do one over there, one over here, and one over there, and we'll do one somewhere over here. So that's kind of where we'll have hangars to kind of sort out all of these guys. Construction is coming along nicely. It's not even costing us that much money. How's all of this going? It's just it looks so funny with these tiny little aircraft at these big gates. These are still fairly sizable aircraft, but you see some really small ones that parks over here because we've got all of those Lernieville Air ones in here. This is a pretty big one, A350. Not gonna lie, that's really big. I'm also gonna do the one-way taxiway tools. I'm gonna do that so that we maintain a similar one-way loop over here, just for the sake of getting everything to work a little bit better. Oh, look at that. So I'll pause it so I'll show you. Look at this tiny little aircraft parked over here on this huge stand. That's just so funny to me. We'll move these guys, the small ones, back to smaller ones over on this side. The other thing we could do is we could also do some airline offices and things like that over here in this lower level that we're currently not using. These guys, I think they can upgrade to include small gate stairs that will go up to another level. But I'd rather have these at the lower level and then these guys at the top level. I'd rather do that. And for instance, we don't necessarily even have to build the entire thing out, because there's plenty of room right over here. But we will have to see how we do our exit channel on this one. Okay, so that's top level. Is we can almost do the top level over here now. The bottom level is pretty much done. So what I was thinking is as a minimum, we're going to need to do, let's say like 25 like that. Shall we just make it bigger? 30. I think that is sufficient. We don't need to make it any bigger than that. So let's just build that, see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this. Let's pause. Oh, I don't need to pause it. We'll do a bit of this. And now let's get some doors in place. Let's just do the big ones. No, the small ones is probably going to be better over here. So let's do small one, small one, small one. So we're not going to do remote stands at the moment. Small one and small one over there. Okay, so that's going to be okay. So let's get some gate agent desks over here. One there, one there, one there. And similarly we'll do that. We need to see where we're going to get these guys up and down and all those kind of things. We need to tie in our bits and pieces over here. So let's just see. So at the moment, oh, that is actually going underground to come up onto this side. So then that's probably going to leave that in place, and what we'll just do is we'll just run this guy and split it to both of these things. Okay, so let's get ourselves a bit of foundation. And we'll run it, say, up to there. Then we're gonna make that area a little bit bigger. Then we'll see how we do the rest. So just go ahead and build that for us. These guys are pretty busy finishing off the last pieces for the terminal. I have to have a look at how I'm gonna get these guys up into this terminal. I can do it over here. So the exit channel, here you can see the exit channel can be somewhere over here, and then the entry channel can be somewhere on the other side up here. Yeah, that's actually going to work really, really well. So let's get ourselves some escalators in place. Escalators going up. So let's do our our entries like this. Well, let's do escalators coming down over here. So we'll do a little bit of this, right? So that's going to be our exit channel. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's get some walls in place. I'm gonna run our exit channel like this. So we'll do a little something like that for the exit. So this is going to be the exiting area, and we may do some other bits and pieces over here. So let's just get some more escalators over here going down this time. We'll go upstairs here and we'll kind of rotate it. So it's going to be 1, 2 like that. 1, to like this. Is that going to be, yeah, that's probably going to work. 1, 2. You did not assign the negotiated facilities in time. Ooh, I did a breach. There was a breach. I should have assigned it. Something like that, and 1, 2, something like that. So those are going to be our exit channels. Let's get some walls up and running around all of these. Why can't I do walls? Oh, it needed to finish it first. Okay, well, let's do that. We're just gonna do... Yeah, maybe we'll just do this. Yeah, I think that's gonna kind of be the thing to do. We'll add an extra one on each one of those. Perfect. So now we'll have the ability to kind of side load it on the one side like that, and this one's going to be able to load from that side. That is pretty cool. Okay. So now at least we've got this, and this area should be, ooh, this should actually be, yeah, that should go down. This should be switching directions, so these guys are coming up over here. What we will also need is we will need some security gates over here. So let's get ourselves the security exit pieces, so they can exit through this way like that. So these guys can make their way this way to exit, and what we'll do is we will do exit like this over here, so these guys can come in and exit that way. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's going to be our exit channel. These guys can get down there, these guys can come back up this way. It's a little bit of a mess over there, but all together now it's working pretty well. Okay, let's quickly see, how did we finish off with this? Let's get that dismantled, those pieces. Like so. We'll get ourselves one of these, what are they called? The baggage hubs. Oh no, it's not quite got enough room. I was wondering about that. So let's expand that a little more, like so. We're going to need to expand this over here also, so let's do that, and we're going to have to expand that like so also. So let's expand those so we can get our hubs built and we can connect those up. We're going to need some more vehicles over here. The other side is kind of working, probably a little bit on the busy side. I don't have enough seating over here, so people are probably not thrilled with what's going on. But other than that, it is actually kind of doing a not too bad job. It's accommodating everything. We're not kind of winning at anything just yet. But altogether, it is doing a pretty decent job. Okay, we're up here now, so let's get our doors in place again. So doors, we're not fuel tanks, large sliding doors. We'll just slot them in there. Okay, we'll move over this way and see. Yeah, we used security exits over there. Okay, so we'll do a couple of security exits like so on each one of these. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to do it. Let's get some gates or gate desks or something similar. What I'll do is I'm going to do this and that for this one. This is going to be like that. This is going to be like that. And this is going to be like so. Perfect. So now we've got these guys. We can assign them all these kind of good things. We're going to assign it there and there. We'll assign this here and there. This one will be that one and that one. This one will be that one and this one. Good stuff. Okay, let's go back downstairs, try and finish off all of this. Can we just exit that? Okay, now let's quickly dismantle these wall pieces that we've got going on here. Like so, and like so, and like so. Then we'll grab ourselves these baggage hubs over here. It's kind of a sufficient piece. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay, unless we slot it in. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and let's do that. Okay, now let's see how we're gonna do that. So give or how we're gonna connect them all together. Get some foundation going on over here. Kind of in the same slot there, so we'll just run it through from one side to the other side. This one, we'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, so we can tie those together. And then we're going to go back to utilities, and we're just going to say conveyors, and you, my friend, are going to do that. This one's going to turn around to be a producer, and we're going to run you in there. We're going to do some similar stuff over here. This is perfect. You're going to turn around to be a consumer, and we will run you in like that. Perfect. You need to be hub to hub, thanks. You need to be a hub to hub. You need some conveyors connected over there. Good stuff. And you are a hub to hub, so all of that's perfect. Now let's get our dismantling tool ready, so we can kind of get rid of some of these pieces. That one there, that one there, that one there. Once all of those things are built, okay, let's assign these guys over there. You're over there, you're up there, you're up there, and you're up there. I will assign you guys to this baggage depot up to here. Okay, and then you guys will be assigned to that side over there. Nice. So now all of that's assigned. We need some bathrooms and cafes and all kinds of things like that. You guys are all working already. Why are you? Requires a secure area, requires secured by one more secure zones. We need these guys to be able to come up a level. So I think we're just gonna run it straight in the middle over here. So let's get us some more escalators to go up. We'll get them right in the middle over here somewhere. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now you will arrive upstairs, so that should be good. Now there's plenty of other room and areas over here that will be available. Okay, let's go back down and see about finishing off this section. There's so many bits and pieces that we always need to get done. I'll close open of that one. Perfect. Now let's get ourselves some more of these two-way conveyors, and we'll at least run that section through there. So now that'll be connected. We'll go up to there and over there. So now that'll be connected. So perfect. So now this will work. We just now need to provide ourselves with a little bit more stuff in here. Okay, so what I'm thinking we should do is, first of all, let's run some bathrooms in here. Oh, hang on, let's cancel that. Let's just cancel that for a quick second. That one we can't do. So these guys could potentially just go around this way. So let's start it over here somewhere, and we'll run it over that way. Grab some walls. I think just the one pieces of central bathroom over here will be fine. So let's do bathroom like that, a nice big one, kind of like so. We'll get some doors going on. Doors, the sliding doors we will move in there and in there and in here and over there maybe. Okay, we'll do a little something like that. Now let's get some of the toilet stalls over here. Okay, we'll do a little bit of this. That's pretty good. And then we'll do some of the other bits and pieces. So this side we will also run toilet stalls like that, and then we'll do some urinals. Okay, and then we'll do some sinks, which we could run all the way actually. So a little something like that, and we'll do something like that as well. Okay, now we just need to make these two bathroom zones. So this will be a female restroom, like so, and the other one will be a male restroom. There we go. So now at least there's a bathroom available. On that level, unfortunately, people still can't get to this one. So let's just do another bit, another piece over here. '20, 21, 22. There we go. So a nice central piece over there. We'll get ourselves some doors. There and there and there and there. And then we'll get ourselves some of the toilet stalls. Okay, similarly we will do toilet stalls like that, and some urinals. It's not going to be that nice and secure, is it? 3 like so, and then we'll get some sinks. Oh, ooh, what's going on? Oh no, it's a crash! Oh, I hope that's not it. I'll be right back. Hi guys, okay, I'm back. I did in fact have a game crash, and so I had to redo a fair bit of stuff. So, but as you can see, we're pretty much where we were before the crash, or as I can remember it at least. So not a lot of auto saves in this game, unfortunately, so I had to do a bit of that. So I think we're at the end of the day. We had all of these flights happening at these other stands, the large ones and so on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move at least the small flights. I'm going to move some of the flights back to the other side. So all of these Lernieville Air kind of stuff, I can move that to the small gates down there. So we'll try and space them out a little bit more now, because we've got much better setup here now. I mean, more availability in terms of slots. Okay, so we'll just try and do them per airline as well. I think that is fairly useful if we do it that way. Excellent. That's a pretty. We can fill this one up pretty nicely like this with these small guys, like so, and I think that's going to be pretty much it. So let's go back and we'll start again at B2, for instance. So this time around we'll just slot it in a little bit deeper like that. Any other? Oh, here are some. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. So we'll slot some of those in here. Ooh, that's interesting. So this one is a little shorter. Well, we'll get that to work. Oh, that one as well. Give that a little bit more. Any more of them? I think that's about it right now. Oh, actually, there's still plenty of them in here also. So let's just go ahead and move them. Oh, that's a Juno Connect. Let's leave the Juno Connect in place for now. Let's give that an extra little bit. Just try and give them a little bit more room in terms of that. Excellent. So that's pretty cool. There we go. So that should slot us in quite nicely. Now let's try and get the rest in here, if we can find them all. Nice, nice, something like that. Any more up here? I think that's pretty much all of them. Now we can slowly start to get some of these guys in place as well. Do a little bit of that. Now some more learnable air over here. Can we slot that in? No, that's not going to work. So we can't accommodate as many night flights as we would like, or evening flights as we would like. Oh, there's another one. Are we full up on Lennyville? Not quite. That's not going to actually fit in there, so we're going to have to squeeze this guy somewhere in there. I think that's okay. And there's another one here. That should be okay. Now we can start getting other stuff in there as well. Other smaller ones. This is pretty small. That one, but this one should potentially stay over there. So Pacific Airlines, that's a small one. That can go in there quite easily. Any other like Beechcraft and stuff like that we want to slot in? That one certainly can slot in here. I need to give it a little bit extra time there. Pacific Airlines Beechcraft right there. We can slot that one in there. Aerotime should actually be in here. Well, unless it's so small. What's the size of this? Yeah, that's not too small actually, but potentially we can see about making sure we use that same slot for them all. that would be pretty useful. Is there any other aero times that we've kind of slot in here? Not quite. Okay, let's see what else can we move. This is a pretty big flight. Juno Connects are pretty small, so let's start to slot them in a little bit. Oh, here are some more Aero Stars are okay. They need a large gate, extra large, a morning arrival slot, but what size gate does this one need? Oh, that one could actually go on to small ones, huh? But it's a pretty sizable flight though, so let's see about slotting it in. Actually, let's see about slotting it in onto the bigger ones over here. Okay, something like that maybe. I want to get them all out of these XXL ones, or out of these XL ones, and I'm going to try and give them a little bit more room. So let's just try with something like that as a first instance. So if we do a little something like this, for instance. Okay, a little something like that. Rixkana. That's a pretty sizable flight over there as well. So if we do a little something like this. Sparkjet, again another pretty big one. And if we do, say, something like that, for instance. Okay, hopefully that works for us. Starflight is a pretty small one, so this one can slot in here. And we'll give it a little bit of extra room there. A Ford Air is a pretty big one. That one can come over. So if we do something like that, for instance, Aerotime will stay. Starflight, that's pretty big again. We'll just gonna slot that in there. Pacific Airlines, it's pretty sizable right there. We'll move that one in this spot here. Actually, Pacific Airlines could actually stay at the A gates. Let's do a little something like that. Pacific Airlines. Okay, this is a big one. Gonna give that the middle slot there. This one, do something like that. For instance, Rexicana, pretty sizable. We'll do something like that. Smart Lux, these are big ones. So let's try and move them around a little bit. This one, we'll bring that forward. We'll get this guy in there, and we'll get this guy over here. Okay, go into the evening flights. What is this, a Ford Air? On an XL, we don't want it on an XL. Okay, let's get it on a large one over here somewhere. Pretty good there. Okay, there's still plenty of stuff over here on the XLs that we want to get rid of. That one needs to go onto a large. So that gate over there could do the trick. Okay, let's see about maybe doing a little something like this and moving these guys around a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now that's pretty good. Let's do a little something like this, so it's just tad better used on these ones. These are XL ones. They require the XLs, so they are on the XLs. Starflight over here is a pretty small one, so you will be making your way over here. Give you a little extra time there. Now, what else do we have here? This is a large gate, but it is a large gate, so that's fine. You can stay there. That's an XL. That's an XL. That is probably something that can go even. Can still even go on a small gate. Okay, so if we do say something like that, for instance, that should be okay. Starflight again, that can go on a small gate again. No, it can't. That has to be on a large one, so we'll slot it in there. WestJet over here needs a large gate, which I believe we can do there, and then SparkJet is a large gate over here, for instance. That's not going to work, so we'll slot that one right over there. Starflight over here can go even onto a small gate. Maybe not there. Maybe in here somewhere. Perfect, something like that. Anything else that we can move? Union on the XL, definitely going to a large gate. Oh, actually can go on a small gate. Okay, well, let's slot it in there and see what we end up with. Aerostar is XL. SparkJet is a large gate. It's not going to go in on either one of those. A9 has not got room, so it can go on to B6 over here. Good stuff. So that's pretty well done. Now, large gates. Okay, I think we're now set up with all the XLs on the XLs now. Excellent. So that should be pretty good. And we still have some large gate capacity and some small gate capacity left. And there we go. So let's get this running. And what we'll do in the meantime, while we wait for our staff and stuff to arrive, I will have to get us some seating over here. Benches is actually what they're called. Aha. Oh, before we do that, we are in desperate need of some queuing. So let's quickly do that. The queuing. Okay, so that's going to be. Ooh, that's not quite right. That's going to be our business class piece, and then this one will be the coach. Something like that. Similarly, we will have our business queue kind of like right over there. and our coach queue, or our first queue, like that. And then what we'll do is we'll run, oh come on, I hate these things, they're terrible. We'll run our coach queue a little something like that. We'll run our first queue like so. We'll run our coach queue a little something like this. Okay, and then we run our, we'll run our first queue in here. Actually, maybe what we'll do is we will trim this. Let's make this our coach queue on this side. Okay, something like that, and then we'll run our first queue like this. Okay, so let's pause the game while we quickly just assign these. The other side should be okay. So let's just say, well, I'm going, come on, tab, and over there, assign you over here to first and crew. This side, I would like to assign you over here to coach. Over here to coach, please. Did I actually tick the button? I did. Over here to first, please. And again, this side should probably also do that one. Just when we run out. Okay, so this guy should be going to coach over here, and this. Okay, that's fine. And then this guy should be going to first class over there, but also to coach over here. And this one should be going to first class there, but also to coach up here, and then this one is coach only. Perfect, so those are in place. I'm not too fussed about the small ones. The small ones should work just fine. Now seating is the next best thing for us, and oh my goodness, I've probably run over time. So yes, we will continue with seating in the next one. So at the moment we are struggling for garbage bin seating and all these kind of things, but at least we have a little bit of more room now. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.